Hey guys, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and update 9.18 just hit the live servers today, at least on the European server. I know it's been out in North America for a week, so I must apologize for all of my lovely North American subscribers who have not had a mod pack for that period. Nevertheless, it's ready now, and this video is going to let you know exactly what my mod pack is, what it will do for your World of Tanks experience and how I feel it enriches mine, and if you like what you see, how to install the mod pack, and also instructions if you try it out and you don't like it, how to uninstall it. But just before we get started, I'd like to highlight that if you're new to World of Tanks or you've always just wondered exactly how I have my vanilla client set up, to firstly watch my settings guide video, which you can see in the more info icon in the top right hand corner of your screen, before you continue to watch this mod pack video. So as you load into the battle, you can hold your control key and press your tab key to change the battle panel in the top left and the top right. I personally like to use this setup, and I haven't really customized the mod pack for other choices. Next, if you press your tab key, there are a whole series of statistics available about yourself, your team, and the enemy team. Firstly, the number of games that each player has played of World of Tanks on that account. That'll be a rough idea of how experienced each player might be. Next is their WN8 value. That is a very loose indication of players' skill. And finally, the overall win percentage on their account, which gives you an indication of how influential they can be to carry each game they play. And also, if you enable it, as I'll show you later on, XVM will estimate your team's chance to win based upon how skilled your players are compared to the enemy team. But I strongly recommend you look at this in an optimistic fashion where you know how hard you are going to have to put on your carry pants to hopefully take this one down. Next, Wargaming continue to add the most useful features of my mod pack into their vanilla client, and this patch 9.18 allows you to enter a third-person view for your artillery with or without any kind of modification. You can enter a third-person view by pressing your G key, and this can allow you to shoot targets, usually in their upper armor, and also if you want to try and see why you can't hit the target and which object is specifically blocking you. Now personally for me, Wargaming's vanilla battle assistant modification isn't quite as good as the real thing. This modification doesn't allow you to quite clearly see what is blocking your field of view as battle assistant does. Plus, unfortunately, you can't hold down your Alt key and follow your shell towards the target, which was certainly a fan favorite, especially on my live streams. All I'm going to really say is, TOG drivers out there, I've got to apologize for this one. I'm playing my Tier 5 premium French artillery. And yeah, it still has heat rounds. And let's rebalance one of the most overpowered tank destroyers in the game. There you go, bye-bye E25. Inside your garage, there are a whole series of quality of life improvements. Firstly, there's a whole new checkbox next to accelerated crew training, which allows you to automatically return the crew to the vehicle. And so this means if you have a whole bunch of premium tanks like me and you want to move your crew around quickly, you can do so with a single click. Here we can see my Guerrilla crew that have moved into the Scorpion. Now I can move them back into the Grilla, or maybe I wanted to use them in the Canon and Jagdpanzer, or alternatively in the E25. It's fantastic for just getting you into the game quicker. Also, you might be noticing that my equipment is automatically dismounted and placed on new vehicles. And this means that you don't have to have a million binocular telescopes or camouflage nets to still be able to use them on all of your tanks. Next, one of the most annoying things for me in World of Tanks is when you change the gun on the vehicle that the ammunition defaults to gold. My mod pack will make sure that you only ever spend credits by default to stop Wargaming from sneaking into your precious gold reserves. Next up, my mod pack also adds to the service record. If you go over to the vehicles tab, there are a whole series of statistics available for all of your tanks, and so you can see how well you might be playing in them compared to other players. And this in turn will allow you to establish maybe vehicles that you're exceptional at that you want to try and focus on, or maybe try and repair some of the vehicles that you're not doing so well in. So if you like what you see, I'm now going to show you exactly how to download and install the mod pack. Firstly, you want to find the link in the description box below, or a comment that I will pin. It will take you to Mediafire, which is a free file hosting website, as I don't make a penny from my mod pack, I guess, apart from adverts that will run on my YouTube channel. Once you're here, you want to find that green download button. Do not click anything else that might be saying download. It's trying to trick you probably. And next you should see it download in the bottom left hand corner of your screen. Next you want to open this folder, and you will have two folders inside, one entitled mods and one entitled res mods. Next you want to navigate to the folder that you have World World of Tanks installed. The best way to do that is to right-click on your World of Tanks shortcut and to open that file location. Now, Wargaming have decided to change the way that modifications work inside your World of Tanks folder in 9.18. And so things are a little different. Previously, you'll know that all you had to do was to put the files inside the ResMods folder. Now, Wargaming have got two folders inside your World of Tanks client. There's a mods folder and there's also a ResMods folder. And the best way to install my mod pack is to select ResMods, select mods, and to delete these two, then you want to go to the zipped file that you download, select mods and ResMods, and either drag and drop them in there or copy paste them in there. Next, if you want to use the statistics in this mod pack, then you're going to have to activate your client on the XVM website, which is the architecture that the mod pack is pretty much based around now, but I don't really need any of the other features because Wargaming have them in the vanilla client. Once you've gone to modxvm.com, click the language that you want to proceed with. For me, that's going to be English, and then click the sign in the top right hand corner of your screen, and then select the region that you play on. For me, that's going to be Europe. Now from here, it might redirect you to the World of Tanks website and ask you to sign in with your account and allow XVM to access your account name through Wargaming's API system, and it's okay to do this. Once you've logged back in on the XVM website, you want to click Activate Services and Update Statistics, and then to customize XVM, go in the top right hand corner of your screen and set it up how you personally want. If you want to enable or disable the chance to win in the battle, you can do so here, and I highly recommend to use WN8 instead of the Wargaming rating. And you could also change the flag that represents you to all other XVM users if you're so inclined, and enable and disable the ability for other players to even draw on the map to be able to gain your attention. And if you've performed each of these steps correctly, the next time you log in, you will see your status as active and you will have 2 weeks of statistics at your disposal. And if you want to re-enable that, simply repeat the steps on the XVM website. If, however, after a while you find that you don't like the mod pack and you want to uninstall it, then I'll show you how easy it is to be able to do that. Firstly, you want to go into your ResMods folder, you want to delete the mods and the configs, just like that. Then you want to go inside the 0.9.18 folder, which actually now is empty because of course everything has been moved inside the mods folder. So you want to go inside 0.9.18.0 and then you want to delete this. And then the next time that you boot up your World of Tanks, then everything should be back to normal and you have your vanilla client. And I would get immensely frustrated immediately at having to click 3 times every time I want to play a tank. And that's of course forgetting to have to re-put on all of your equipment on the vehicles. And let me just check to see if Wargaming are going to try and get me to pay gold. Look at that, the sneaky little beggars. But I digress. That is my 9.18 update mod pack. I've done the hard work so you don't have to. If you appreciate that, please consider giving this video a like, and feel free to tell your friends and clanmates if they're looking for an XVM mod pack that is updated on day 1. Again, NA, I'm sorry about the fact that you got the client so much earlier than EU and RU this time, and aims to enhance your experience without adding too much clutter. Anyway, all that's left really is to wish all of you the best of luck on the battlefield in update 9.18, and I cannot wait to finish my grind towards the WZ132A, which I'm going to be doing on stream right now. So as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.